Saturday, March 22nd, get ready for an unforgettable night of hard-hitting action as NWA Wrestling returns to Dothan, Alabama. Thrilling matches, unforgettable moments, and jaw-dropping excitement, all live and in person at the Dothan Civic Center. Get your tickets now at NWALiveEvents.com.
For over 70 years, one name has stood for history, legacy, and tradition in professional wrestling. And the centerpiece of that legacy is the original lineal heavyweight championship of the world, the one that started them all, known to many as the 10 pounds of gold. Now, by popular demand, you can have your very own symbol of excellence, as the NWA has teamed up with Fandu Belts to bring you the official replica of the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. This meticulously handcrafted belt is available in two options: the original pre-2021 Glory, as well as the updated version featuring the UK plate. Own the granddaddy of them all, the 10 pounds of gold. To order, visit fandubelt.com/NWA.
Boyo Del Mar here for the new NWA Official Wrestling Magazine, online exclusively at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Read about all the stars of the National Wrestling Alliance now at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Scroll to the top and click Magazine.
It's me, the NWA World Television Champion, Carson Drake. And NWA comes back to Dothan, Alabama on March 22nd. Get tickets at NWALiveEvents.com.
Come on.
Damn it, we do this every time. Hold on.
There it is.
There we go.
I'm on a delay, so it was. I just turned
all right.
on. And
Hey, I want to thank, by the way, the Slime Balls, because they texted me and they said, "Hey, is this you?" And they had found this old Mean Gene figure and put a Steve Austin head on it. But instead, my old Uncle Adam with a little bit of paint job on the beard and the eyes. Look at that. We got
It's
a
official
figure now.
Uncle
Look
Pete.
at that.
That's a 1 of 1.
That is, folks. This is
Sure,
the
bid in the
NWA.
Bid on the action figure in the chat. Highest bid.
Mine. It's mine.
Yeah.
It goes on my
I've gotta
desk.
make you some money, Kyle.
No,
You
it
can
goes.
make another one.
Kyle's 1 of 1.
And
The show is 1 of 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the NWA. It's Monday. Gary Horne is on location right now. He's preparing Alex Misery for his hair versus hair match tomorrow. I got Joe Galli to my side. I got Danny Dealz.
Someone prepare. Is he just lovingly brushing it?
He is lovingly
like,
brushing
some
it.
creepy like lullaby plays in the background, like some demonic horror movie. Now he's under some sort of hypnosis. Deals. We're writing the story right now. Come on.
Yeah, I'm already in it with you.
Ooh, that one was cherry. I like it. By the way, bought these mismatched gummy jelly beans recently, and I forgot about them. They were in a cabinet. Who knows what these flavors are? So as the night progresses,
a few of them might be the good gummies. It's like,
no, that happened about an hour ago, baby. It's about to be Slime City. Listen, folks. Right now, we got so much going on. We've got NWA Power to talk about. We've got hard times right around the corner, and that corner, of course, is in Dothan, Alabama. Peanuts, we're right there. 5 o'clock shadow. Joe Galli's here, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a great night.
Okay.
Hard time, Peanuts. Joe Galli hasn't shaved.
And we are going to have a great night.
Kyle's feeling it.
I am feeling it, and I hope you're feeling it too, because tomorrow night, NWA Power, let's just knock out this right at the beginning here. It's going to be airing exclusively on X. And ladies and gentlemen, do we have a packed show for you? Coming to you from Texas, it is Shockwave. And ladies and gentlemen, we talked about it right at the top of the hour. Alex Misery versus Gags the Gimp. Hair versus mask. And here's the nuance. Special referee Joe Ocasio is going to try to keep all this in here. Now, I'm a bald man. I've seen what happens with Alex Misery in matches. He's all over the place. He's reckless. He's probably dented the hell out of his skull. I don't think he's going to look good with this, but I don't know if anybody ever noticed this. I'm covered with tattoos, and people have asked, is Kyle Gags the Gimp? I am not. Or am I? Tomorrow night on Power, you might be able to find out one thing.
I know how we can tell. Stick your tongue out. Do it, you slut. That's the tongue! That's the tongue! I think we got kicked off YouTube. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, that again is on Power tomorrow night, 6:05 p.m. Eastern.
Look at it. Look at that tongue.
We also will have tag team competition as the debuting Moneybirds will be going 2-on-2 against Tiffany Nieves and Miss Star. Now, gentlemen, the question remains. The NWA Women's Division, right now, we've seen the titles change hands. Miss Star lost the tag team titles to Big Mama and NWA World Women's Champion Kenzie.
Why is it just Miss Star lost it? Ella was there.
Well, because Miss Star is going to be in this match, and that's why I'm talking about it.
All right.
This is the segue.
Alex throw people under the bus. I don't know if you know this, Dealz.
Oh.
Likes to write checks with that mouth of his. That is.
She lost the title.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is that this is her opportunity to get back into title contention, and she has definitely attached herself to a workhorse of the NWA, one of the most dangerous women anywhere in the world, much less professional wrestling, La Princesa Tiffany Nieves, who has made it known she wants gold in the NWA, and up to this point has not been able to get it in singles competition. But I have to ask, gentlemen, do you think this is them basically making their intent felt? She's going after the tag team titles.
Yeah, I think Tiff is down for whatever belt. She doesn't care.
Tag
belt, singles belt. She just wants one.
Territory belt.
Yeah, territory, but she's got a territory belt. But she's also gone after Kylie's territory belt several times, too. She's just trying to get them all.
Speaking of which, Kylie has a brand new t-shirt that you can get at NWA, nationalwrestlingalliance.com/merchandise. Is that I can't think right now. I'm very distracted right now, Dealz.
No,
there we go. Hot, talented history maker, the prettiest prima donna. Dealz, I thought of you the other day on her social media. She was asking what her new finish should be called. And I was like, Danny Dealz would probably have a great answer to put into that.
Well, we will work on it. Yes, we'll work on it. We'll get in the lab and work on it. But that shirt is available right now. It's an online shirt. That doesn't mean I'm never going to have any stock of them, but it's an online shirt. You got to go get it right now.
Hey, Joe, do you know how Gary gets the thing to pop up on this? With the deals, the discounts, all that stuff?
The discount code?
Yeah, how does he get that to pop up on the screen?
I think he must make a lower third. Like he must actually create it.
I've never seen it, though.
He is in the process of grooming Alex Misery.
Phrasing. That sounds like he's going to somehow trick him into a position where he can take advantage of him later on.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
I'm going to
thank God we have Danny Dealz with us right now. Dealz, you should just put the damn code in your little gimmick there when you're on screen.
No, I'm going to put it. I know I should have. I'm going to put it in the chat right now.
Just listen, folks. Listen to the chat.
All right.
Well, they got to read the chat.
Well, I'll listen to us and read the chat. There's a lot going on.
Right there.
There is a lot going on because also on NWA Power, it is that's perfect. Thank you so much, Bat Bull Productions. Bat Bull also sounds like a maneuver that would have been in the movie Waiting in the Kitchen Staff. He did the Bat Bull.
Bat Bull was a nickname for my boxer who is no longer with me. That was her nickname.
Wait a second. Are you Bat Bull Productions?
Yes.
Did we just? I've never noticed this before.
It's in the picture with Candy.
I know people put things in photos all the time that aren't them.
No, that's true.
That's not true. This guy's obviously a cat.
Yeah, see?
Cats are on the shoot. We are a huge cat.
I am the only one that uses my shoot profile for everything online. No. You could definitely find out what I'm into.
Oh, this guy's definitely his picture. Look at that.
Jordan Clearwater couldn't write in my checkbook. By the way, when I saw
that'd be illegal.
This past weekend, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't watched it, you go to the NWA YouTube page right now. It was Exodus When in Rome 2. And you could be a part of that action as if you were there live and in person by just going to YouTube right now and watching it. You don't know what happened, but I can tell you one little spoiler. There was like a $10,000 front row seat thing that was up. And I remember thinking EC3's lost his ever loving mind. He's actually promoting a package that he thinks some fan's going to buy. Well, I was wrong, because that fan was Carson Drake, and he made himself known the entire night.
About the whole
And
section.
You could find out how involved he gets by tuning into the NWA YouTube page. Go to nationalwrestlingalliance.com. You can watch up at the clap there, or however you want. We're going to make it all happen for you, ladies and gentlemen. Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way, everybody. I am Scottish and Irish, so this is my day.
Well,
This guy's drinking a Coors Banquet.
Yeah.
Coors Banquet. Cobra Khan never dies.
We didn't upload the graphic, but there he is. It's his birthday.
By the way, the happiest of birthdays to NWA
Your show,
president
Gary.
and the man who I make his life miserable, William Patrick Corgan.
Ooh, special delivery. What do you get there? Sandwich?
Sneak attack.
Hey, look at that.
That's
bacon?
pizza.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That
fine as
scared the
Irish
hell out of
cuisine.
me. That pizza just appeared out of
Oh, I just love me
Sam,
pizza.
would you like to be on the podcast as my pizza delivery person?
Hey, Sam's our guest. Everybody say hi to Sam. Send us super chat if you want to ask Sam a question about what it's like to be Kyle's lover. You must send the super chat.
Oh,
and Sam will
man.
answer whatever question you have
Wow.
about making love to Kyle Dixon.
Yes, yeah, Joe's asking about you being my lover right now.
I'm trying to get people to get involved in the super chat, and I guarantee you, whatever question gets at, there it is. Come on, put it in there with the super chat, and we'll make sure Sam answers that question.
All right. Well, this is about to get very
HD.
weird very quickly, folks. Again, as anybody who's ever followed the podcast knows, when Gary Horne is not here, control is lost. Once
is.
upon a time, this was a show that Gary and his friends had where they talk about NWA Power. And then he one day said, Joe and Kyle, can you be a part of this with Danny Dealz too? And we've taken the damn thing over. Ladies and gentlemen, of course,
Better or
NWA
worse?
Power. We're going to get right back to this right now.
We miss Gary.
We never finished NWA Power because I got distracted by Power
No,
People.
yeah, let's do it.
All right. We got one more match, and that is going to be the Dane Memorial Heavyweight Tournament match to determine a #1 contender to the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship.
Who's Frank?
I don't know.
Frankie.
Frank, the
Francisco.
number 7 seed, will take on Max the Impaler, the number.
How do you become a number 7 seed and no one knows who you are?
Yeah, Francesco.
Well, we know we were talking about the birthday boy, William Patrick Corgan. Apparently, he made some arrangement with Austin Idol, I'm told. And whatever's going on,
Ugh.
number 7 Frank, Austin Idol basically said, I
He
got this
knows.
guy, I got this person, and they're the best. And he Austin Idoled himself into getting, I'm assuming it's a man, Frank, into this match. So we're going to find out what's going on right there. Speculation. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think Frank is somebody we've never met before? I mean, here's the answer. We all know. Frank is obviously going to be another one of Austin Idol's children. The man's nepotism.
It's possible. It's possible.
Is it Tyler Franks? Perhaps it's him. And he
Ah.
just removed parts of his name.
Yeah, he just switched his name around. Now he's Frank Tyler. Sounds like a developmental name, right?
Yeah, it certainly sounds like they're in NXT right now.
But all that and so much more, ladies and gentlemen. NWA Power, 6:05 p.m. Eastern. You can't see it because La Princessa's little tiara there, her crown, is blocking it. Airing exclusively on X. Happy birthday, Billy Corgan is right. Hope everybody's having a good day.
That's
And
Mark.
That
You
is
know,
Mark.
that's Mark. That's
That's my
That's
middle
Mark.
name too.
It's good old Mark.
That's Mark.
Yeah,
Come
Mark.
on, Mac.
That's really Mark.
Hey, come on, Mac.
Like this
How's
guy's
everybody
cat.
doing for St. Patrick's Day? Who's Frank? I don't know. We talked about this.
apparently his name's Frank or Franklin or Francesco.
Francis. Some
Francesco.
people are Francis. They go by Frank.
Yeah, Francis.
Danny Dealz, you're the merch man. You
Mhm.
talked about merch. You had all this going on. We did we show the new T-shirt for Tiffany Nieves?
Wow.
Now look at that shirt.
Get it, got it, bueno.
There's not one, not two, not three, but 4 Tiffany's on that shirt.
And you know, I printed those to bring them
Are
to
there more
Dothan.
on the back?
I printed them to bring them to Dothan. But the way that they're selling online, I may have very few by the time we get to Dothan.
I noticed that it's very pink on that shirt.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
One would think that that is her trying to steal Pretty Empowered. She's playing head games even on the merch field. And
maybe
you're
I mean,
letting
that
it
was,
happen.
it was her design. It was her design.
You're letting it happen.
We have
You're
the
letting
code.
her play the head
What's
game.
Code again, Deals.
I'll
Spring
put it in
deals?
there again.
Yeah,
Yep.
spring
Put it
deals.
in there again. Let's make that deal thing pop up there because there's so
Gotta
much
do-
merchandise you can get right now. We've got NWA trading cards. What?
Yep.
Buy
Those are being
the
made
trading
right now.
cards.
Those
Here's
are
the
being
Come to
made.
the show.
Screenshot it
signed.
right now and screenshot.
Get them signed by everybody on the roster. Make a bundle. It's going to be fantastic. We've got the warm-up tracksuits and everything going on. You know, right now, even though, you know, spring's hitting and everything, it's still damn cold in a lot of the USA. So you guys, you want to stay warm. You want to make sure you got your legs, your thighs, your hips, everything on your body warm.
And not only that, here's a little fun fact. I'll be hanging out.
We got Super Northeast just out. Did you hear
I
that?
know, right? Seriously. I'll be hanging out with good old Soda Pop tomorrow. He's going to come over and help me with a little project. I'll
Yeah, a little
share that
soda
on social media. So Sodsky's going to come over. We're going to have a good time and drink some sodas.
Did I get Northeast real quick?
Yes, you did.
Brother,
Kid, Connecticut.
if you ever hear me start talking to somebody from like
Yeah.
New York,
Holy jeez.
yeah, I got a thing here too. If you ever hear me start talking to like people that are from New York, I become Taz real quick. I'm just like, oh brother, come on, what we doing? Come on.
No, it happens to everybody whenever
Yeah.
you go back. If I'm up in Cleveland and with some of my, people I know, we start acting wild, you'll hear it out of my mouth.
Yeah, I have the same thing. I go back to LA. I start drinking wheatgrass and
Eating granola and
I mean, I can tell
wearing
you
your
every time,
Jesus
sleeping in a
sliders.
tent in a parking lot.
every time I'm hanging out with the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, I never notice he's got an accent. I'm like, Derbyshire, what's that? But then as soon as he's around other people, he's like, oh, mate, Tom, right here with the bump up. I thought Joe was about to spit something out.
He
By the
always
way,
can
that
do
is a badass shirt for a man who, look, he should be happier in that photo. But
Well,
what can I say?
We're working on new design there for old Thomas.
I love it. I love
That shirt's
everything
gonna be
about
fun,
it.
isn't
You
it?
need Southern Six shirts, we got those. You need El Jefe shirts. You need Half Pint Punk Small shirts. You need La Rosa Negra. You need all sorts of things in your life, ladies and gentlemen. And
I was thinking
merchandise-
Rosa.
she was right there.
Oh, there it was. It was just too quick. That's actually
Oh,
not
man.
the shirt I have up.
Also, I'm a big fan of the fact that she matched her watch to the attire.
Very
Oh,
intentional.
La Rosa's
Very
And the
intentional.
shoes. And the shoes.
Very
And the
kind.
shoes. You need Baron. You need warmth in your life. You know what, folks? Maybe you want to be a champion.
Those are nice.
I know
My
I'll
wife
never be
wears
a
that
champion.
one all the time.
That is actually, those are getting pretty low. So I got to make another version of that.
My wife loves it. And honestly, we could probably do more belts too.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Do the TV.
So, Joe, when you said we need to buy belt bags, that's what you meant. I accidentally bought bags for the belts.
Could you imagine having your belt and you're trying to stuff it into a fanny pack? Like, I gotta protect it.
Also, Kyle,
That
as
would
you
fit
know,
it.
a bunch of us are going to be at the Squared Circle Expo next month, and a bunch of us got thrown into matches.
Fantastic. You know
Including
what?
you?
It's almost like we had a graphic that we could talk about that. That's right. The Squared Circle Expo is happening April 25th through the 26th, and Danny Dealz is going to be there with all the
Wait a
stars of
minute.
National
Wait a minute.
Wrestling
Wait a
Alliance.
minute. Does Danny Dealz, are you having a match against your former partner, Jeremiah Plunkett? for the
Hold on.
American
We're going to
Championship?
get there real quick
No.
because we've got all sorts of talent. Carson,
Here we go.
Wrestle Alex.
NWA television champion. Jeremiah
You're not a
Plunkett, you just
junior
brought him up.
heavyweight deal machine. Come on.
I'm sure not.
Alex Taylor is the junior heavyweight champion. We've got Big Mama, NWA women's television champion, NWA World Women's Tag Team champion, Tom Latimer, the NWA World's Heavyweight champion, Kenzie Page, the NWA World Women's and NWA World Tag Team champion. And of course, I really wish that you put Tom in the bottom because the way I was reading this, it makes it sound like the Country Gentleman is the biggest draw of all time. The NWA United States Tag Team Champions. They are going to be there. And I know what you're saying, Kyle. All these people are going to be here. What the hell are they going to be doing? What are
We're
the
gonna be
matches?
standing and taking pictures.
Oh, yeah, baby. But they're going to be wrestling as well because the Country Gentlemen will be putting the NWA United States Tag Team Championships on the line against the Soul Shooters. And of course, Danny Dealz didn't even notice this, but I noticed it right away. That's Joel Gertner up in the
Sure.
corner. Imagine. So, you know what I'm waiting
says
for?
it. Like, it has his name written on there.
I am waiting for Joel Gertner to have the filthiest suffering succotash.
I knew you were
filthy.
just Donald Duck. Suffering succotash.
Suffering succotash. I'm waiting for him to have the filthiest intro ever, and he's going to make Joe Kazana blush. Big Mama's talking about it right there. She knows everything going on. Here it is. Danny Dealz, the man, the myth, the merch man, everything is going to be there. following his man, Jeremiah Plunkett and Alex Taylor. This is a throwback match right here against Crazy Steve and Matt Taylor.
Yes,
Are they?
indeed.
Rumor is, are they coming out in ill-begotten shirts?
Maybe. I still have mine. Maybe we'll throw it back to that. And for those of you who don't know, Plunkett and Crazy Steve have been feuding for about a decade in the Southeast. And they'll take a year or two off here and there, and then they find themselves at it again. They even had a really good casket match at
Plunkett is the reason he is legally blind.
Well, no, he already was. But he already was. It's
you want
amazing.
another crazy ass match? How about the NWA World Television
Whoa.
Championship on the line as Carson Drake
Little
defends
sky in the
against
room.
Enzo?
How you doing?
How you doing? And you know what? Being rich, you can't teach that. Of course, there is one little nuance about that match that we're going to talk about right after this that makes me kind of question whether or not this really will be for the TV title or not. But still, what do I know? Because the NWA World Heavyweight Championship is going to be on the line as well. It's a Squared Circle Expo, April 25th through 26th. You can get your tickets at myfandomapp.com. You can also stream it there. And you go to Squared Circle EX. Squared Circle? No, I couldn't read that. SquaredCircleX.com.
Jesus Christ almighty.
Also, it is kind of hard.
It is hard. And also, we have a wrestler named Slex that will be appearing this weekend at Hard Times 5. And so in my head, I kept on reading that and being like, Slex? Why is Slex's name in the email address? The NWA World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line as Tom Latimer defends against Heath. Just Heath.
Heath.
Just
You know.
Those are
Folks. It's
my,
Heath.
my issue with this, though, and this is why I said we got a little nuance here between this match and this match, because these matches only happen the way they do if both of these men are champion come
Cards
April.
Exchange, brother.
Card subject
You have to
exchange is
swap
right
it out for
because
whoever's the current champ. That's how it works.
this weekend, 3/22, Saturday, Hard Times, Dothan, Alabama. Hopefully you already have your tickets. If not, NWALiveEvents.com to be there live and in person, because let's just skip right to this. We know what the world title match is going to be on the show already. Carson Drake has said that he is going to cash in his lucky 7 as long as he makes it to this weekend. He's got one more title defense to get there, if I remember right, over the course of this week. But this man is saying, basically, I'm putting it all on the line. Hard Times, Tom Latimer, expect me to be cashing in. So for this nuance to happen, if he cashes in, he's no longer TV champion. So how can he defend it? And
then they'll change the graphic.
he could win the world title this Saturday, guys.
Well, then
Yeah,
it's
then he would wrestle Heath.
Yeah.
And then the real one would have to wrestle someone else.
Enzo just doesn't get a shot at the TV title anymore.
I think
They could wrestle Big Mama. She's got the women's TV title.
wrestle
She's on. She's at Squared
Big
Circle.
Mama would destroy.
I know, but
Or Enzo. Don't set Enzo up with that. Good.
I think
Lord.
Mama's in the chat. Mama, do you have a match
I
on the
know.
show? I haven't seen those are just the graphics that I saw.
Miss Fee, she's in San Antonio, Texas. Woo!
Very nice. In fact, let's just talk about Big Mama because she has a match this weekend, Saturday.
Whoa!
NWA World Women's Tag Team Championships will be on the line as Kenzie Page and Big Mama will be taking on, we said it already, Tiffany Nieves and Miss Star. Now, what if they lose on Power? What if they lose against the Moneybirds?
Well, it depends. I mean, if they have that match inked and it's agreed to,
Yeah, if it's in the contract, it's in the
I don't get to look at the contracts.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, if it's agreed to,
That's
then
the birthday boy. Maybe you will.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just saying, there seems to be a lot of stuff happening this week that could change the entire shape of almost every card we're promoting.
Yeah. And Ed will
What
be
are the
hot.
Blue
They'll
Jackets?
have to change all those graphics for those matches.
What are
Kyle,
the
you
Blue-
can skate, right? You can skate backwards.
Blue Jackets is a hockey team.
Yeah. You can
Oh,
play.
no, man, I can't skate.
Yeah, me
You're
neither.
from the Northeast.
I can punch somebody in the face. Yeah, I never got into it because
I skated a little bit when I was a
scared of
kid.
breaking
I
an ankle.
slipped, banged my head on the ice, and it was over.
I broke my leg as a child. I had a bicycle and I was going down a hill real quick and I slammed on the brakes. And then as I slammed down, I wiped out on sand and my leg like went sideways into like the thing, like the chain, the bar, broke my leg. And my mom scars me to this day. And I still bring this up. She told me, she went, well, somebody shut that effing kid up. Who's crying? it was me. She came down to the end of the cul-de-sac and she's like, "Oh, you're being dramatic." Threw me in the minivan. Every bump I felt. We got the X-rays and they're like, "He broke his leg." And she goes, "Oh, I thought he was being dramatic."
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know a little bit more about Kyle's romantic life because of his terrible childhood, put it in the super chat and we'll ask Sam all about it.
Did it pop up?
Travis got his packet for
It's
the
still
benefit show. I sent
only
it.
99 cents, and we'll get the question, and we'll get Sam to come answer it. Any question you want.
Any question you want, ladies and gentlemen.
Has to be weird because of his terrible childhood.
Well, let's make things weird because of terrible childhoods, because this match is the grudge match. Brian Idol versus Silas Mason. I popped in for that one.
Who had the terrible childhood? It has to be Silas.
You never know.
It has to be Silas.
Silas is
There's
just
double wides,
really
there's
taking it
single
out.
wides. I think he grew up in a half.
Big
wide.
Mama's in the Squared City Rumble that weekend.
Perfect.
She said she's
And-
going to tear it up.
Speaking of tearing it up, last time these two met in Dothan, Alabama, Silas Mason tore up the body of Brian Idol to the point where he required surgery to repair. Brian is healed up. He is theoretically ready to go, cleared to wrestle. But I got to be honest with you, when he was at 100%, Thrill Billy broke the man. Now, I don't know if he's had a long enough time to recover here. What do you guys think? Do you think this is the end of Brian Idol? Or is he going to embarrass Thrill Billy in front of Dothan, Alabama?
I think it depends on what Brian Idol's intending to bring to the ring. I mean, Silas hit him with that chair. There's a receipt coming. You can't just come in and be like, put up your Duke's Duchess of Queensberry rules. He's got to be ready with some heavy artillery.
Yeah.
Well,
he might not be 100% either.
I know I ordered cheers. That's all I'm going to say.
Attendance of the Dothan Civic Center. It's about.
What do you mean, like the attendance for the show, or how many people it fits?
About 1,500, and we're going to be there.
Yeah.
It'll be a full house. You got to get your tickets soon. We sell a lot at the door.
Yes.
There's a big walk up in Dothan.
Peek behind the curtain, folks. A lot of wrestling, unless you're one of the $1 billion ones. A lot of it, you're selling a lot at the door, which is like 25 to 30% of the tickets. People just walk up and buy them. Nobody wants to pay the extra fees. So to each their own.
You always think somebody's BSing you when you're setting up, and they're like, "No, we're gonna have a good walk up." And you're like, "Yeah, okay." But a lot of times you do. Philly was a big walk up. Dothan's always a big walk up. Yeah, some places are walk up town. Knoxville's a walk up town. Always has.
If you want good seats real close to the ring, get those tickets now.
Yeah, those are the tickets that go. Everybody buys those front rows, and then everything else just filters in. Yeah.
And there's big walk-ups and there's just big boys, because we're gonna have a big boy in Wrecking Ball Legursky challenging Mims for the NWA National Heavyweight Championship this Saturday. History could be made. America's favorite Wrecking Ball going against big, strong Mims. Gentlemen, who you got?
Mims.
Oof, yeah, I think Mims is just got so much promise. Wrecking Ball was, recently in the Dane Memorial Heavyweight Tournament, came up short against Kerry, but still very motivated. My heart wants Wrecking Ball to win, but the upstairs is thinking that Mims is going to be 2 steps ahead.
So you're saying Philly's own Black G's is going to treat Wrecking Ball like the Liberty Bell and crack the shit out of him.
Yeah, look at
Jeez Louise.
People in the chat think Mims as well.
Look at that. Cosmic Joe's experience.
Oh, in the house.
Boom.
I saw somebody ask where you got the shirt, Joe. Of course, you got it at the website.
That's right. NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Click the shop button. Boom. There's a green one too, right?
No, it's purple.
Purple but it still has green on it. So
yeah, it looks exactly like that. It's just purple.
Yeah, I got the original. This is the OG, right?
Yeah,
and I had to wear it because I was digging through. We have so many different colors. I couldn't find any other green. I think I got a Tyrus one somewhere that's green on it.
Yeah. The slime balls have a match in Dothan.
Do they?
Ladies and gentlemen, this one.
Slimy?
It could be slimy. If it's slimy, it's going to be dangerous and slippery because it's hard to climb when there's slime. Kind of rhymes. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, the NWA World Tag Team Championships are going to be on the line in a ladder match. Knox and Murdoch, the defending champions, will be going against the boys from Slime City, the Slime Balls, in Dothan, Alabama this Saturday. Tickets available at NWALiveEvents.com. And I got to be honest with you, I think this match is going to steal the show. And putting it out there, I think the Slime Balls can climb a ladder a lot quicker
But
and Knox and
if
Murdoch.
you're Sage, like you got to climb twice as far as Knox or Murdoch because you're half as tall. So like there's more distance to cover. You might be faster, but you're going to be running a longer mile.
I feel,
you know what I mean?
The slime balls have a lot of experience climbing out of trash cans and things like that, like the big bins. So they got climbing ability. Baby. Yeah. By the way, NECA just announced last week Oscar the Grouch Sesame Street character coming out. It's going to be fantastic. It's going on the desk. I'm telling you, slime balls.
Not the desk that Dealz in WPC call from. Although I think we would put Oscar there. I think it'd be funny.
We would
like that. Especially for a WEDU, it just makes sense.
And that's a segue too, because not only is our home in Florida, WEDU Tampa Studios, but also our good friend Gary Horne, who usually is our co-host of this program, even though it's his show that we stole from him. He has a podcast, Cinema Shock, that right now, if you go on there anytime, you can catch up all Muppet talk for the last month right there. Gary Horne, Cinema Shocker, shout goes out to you. But in real talk, Gary, I hope everything is good, and go take care of your business.
Way to bury the kayfabe that he was on assignment. But okay,
he is on assignment, taking care of business.
Taking care of something very sad.
Well, hopefully it's not sad, because otherwise it would involve these guys, the Country Gentlemen.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, you're welcome. Country Gentlemen, of course, the NWA United States Tag Team Champions with Papa Joe Kazana. I got to ask, why the hell are the Southern Six not getting a title shot? I got to say, Country Joe Kazana right there. He's screwing the Southern Six out of tag team title opportunity right there.
I mean, the belts are mostly defended on the territories. So maybe he's like, you got to come to JCP to come get it. I don't know what the
come to East Tennessee, which isn't hard for those guys. They live relatively close to East.
Hey, we're talking JCP. Let's talk about former NWA JCP Women's Champion. We got Kylie Page going against Natalia Markova, number one contendership to the NWA World Women's Championship. NWA 77. What was that?
Isn't Kylie still the JCP Women's Champion?
Yeah. I got to be honest with you. I don't want to watch something that AJ's on, so I don't watch the program.
I'm pretty sure Kylie.
You called one of their shows with me, Kyle. We did a War Games with the
and AJ upset me so much during that show that I was like, never again.
All right.
No, Booze and Diesel Fuel have kind of like an appeal. So that's
can't wait to get drunk and have some diesel.
Listen, I don't know who it appeals to.
That's also rural Connecticut right there.
I don't know who is going to be in the Dane Memorial Heavyweight Tournament Finals, ladies and gentlemen.
Who are you?
It's shapes. All I can say is this. This weekend on NWA Power, we have whoever Frank is, who is a shape. Is it going to end up being the finals? Frank Shape versus Frank Shape? I don't know.
No, one of those
could be Frankie.
Could be Frankie. Could be the Baron. Let's see here. Who else is like the Mondo? Mondo's bald. Kyle's bald.
Could be Kyle.
You'll have to tune in to find out.
We've also got a fatal four-way.
Double duty
in the tournament. What is this? Fatal four-way for the tag team championship, number one contendership. BFT with Aaron Stevens, which we're going to talk about in a minute. The Immortals, Daisy Kill and Talos, and the Colognes. One of these teams is going to be going against the Slime Balls, Knox and Murdoch, the winner of the ladder match. Who the hell knows what could happen? The world is a crazy place right now. Speaking of crazy place, who watched Power last week? I did.
We were there.
Yeah, I watched it twice.
Yeah.
We called all the action.
Aaron Stevens. What the hell is going on with Aaron Stevens right now on Power?
I don't know, man, but he's got a great production crew. I don't know who's following him around.
Yeah,
getting these weird
right
videos. I don't know, man. I'm not paying any of those.
Great lights.
I don't know what's going on.
But here's the thing: how are we looking into his mind? Is Eric Smalls and Sam Stackhouse, have they turned, or is this just all in the mind of Aaron Stevens?
Your guess is as good as mine, brother.
I can't tell you. Although this Ryan Davis question here, that's something that Papa Joe screams about often.
Oh, sour apple.
Oh, at least it wasn't booger. Because they're the same color.
Hold on. Let's find out.
Eat a booger, isn't he?
Do we think that's booger? That looks like booger.
No, it's got the speckles in it. It could be sour apple again.
That looks like Slimeball City.
Okay, it does.
Ooh.
This could be its own podcast. Kyle eats jelly beans. Guess the flavor.
Yeah.
That is delicious. I don't know what that even is.
This is a terrible podcast if you can't identify it. It's just good. I highly recommend whatever that was. Next jelly bean.
Well, we're talking slime balls, so that's why I wanted to see what the green ones tasted like. We also have coming up, ladies and gentlemen, Max the Impaler versus Mike Mondo. Now, this match might not even happen. If Max can beat Frank, card subject to change.
Yeah.
That's true.
Wait a second. So right now, I'm thinking about this. I don't know if I could trust any of these matches. Too much can happen on NWA Power. This could throw out Hard Times 5 in all the ways that I'm not expecting.
That's how it works, though. I mean, that's the whole thing. You can advertise whatever you want. Like, whether you're looking at some of our friends from Connecticut, you know, they say Cody Rhodes is going to defend the title of WrestleMania. He could lose it before that. It's happened.
I drove by the headquarters on
That's the
Thursday.
great thing about combat sports. You could lose it at any time. That's why you always need to be at the top of your game, baby.
What the hell is that flavor?
Oh, God.
Guys, come here. I'm going to baby bird this in your mouth.
Lime?
Like margaritas.
I'm trying to think anything else would be green. Broccoli?
Joe, there could be so many changes when it comes time for Hard Times. Just ignore it. Bang, bang.
Look, it doesn't matter because here's the most important thing you need to know about Hard Times 5.
Bang, bang.
5th time we're doing it, 2nd time in Dothan, and it's going to be in front of a rowdy and raucous crowd. Every seat is an incredible seat. I think somebody put in specifically where they are in the seating chart and they asked in the chat if it was a good seat. Every seat's a good seat. It's just the way that Civic Center was built. It's actually kind of the perfect venue for pro wrestling. I'm sure they didn't intend that when they built it in 1922, but it's just the way it is. In the same way that the 2300 Arena is just a great venue for professional wrestling. So no matter where you are, no matter what seat,
it's not a really bad seat. No,
there's no bad seat. Everything's going to be great.
You said the 2300 Arena. Are you talking about the same 2300 Arena, former home of ECW, that is going to be the home of NWA Crockett Cup this year? That's coming at you May 17th, ladies and gentlemen. The 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Tickets.
And all those titles could be different by that time.
Well, that I understand. That's so far away. But literally, this Saturday is Dothan, Alabama. I don't know. Either way. I know one thing.
We've all been on shows where you've had to change the card.
Oh, man.
An hour before.
Listen, these jelly beans are really
injury, travel, whatever. So we'll figure it out.
We will figure it out. And I know one thing that we don't have to figure out. Well, one thing we don't, and then one thing we do. Crockett Cup, Natalya, WWE superstar, will be in action. That's what we don't have to figure out.
How long has it been since there's been any type of advertisement that had both the NWA globe and the WWE logo? It would have probably been the WWF logo at the time.
Late 90s. And I don't know if they would have had a.
They wouldn't have made the graphic because there wasn't
made a graphic.
They would have printed a poster, maybe.
The new Midnight Express was not on a graphic that had that.
Yeah, I don't think they had because there was no social media. So what's the point of making one?
Yeah,
gentlemen, Natalya is going to be in action.
Whoa.
Who do we think Natalya will be facing?
Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, I think what would be really interesting to find out is to get the NWA World Women's Champions perspective on that. And I've got some breaking news for you. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up this Wednesday at 11:30 Eastern, Kenzie Page, our NWA World Women's Champion, is going to be on Busted Open, talking to Dave LaGreca and the whole team there. And maybe she's got some, maybe she's going to do some talking about what's going to happen at Hard Times and maybe some other shows. I think you should tune in and find out. Busted Open, Wednesday, 11:30 Eastern on Sirius XM, channel 156, right? Fight Nation.
Very nice. Look at you. Danny, you talk to the Page sisters all the time. How's she feel about somebody coming in and kind of, I don't know,
Stealing the spotlight?
He said it.
Probably annoyed.
Pretty annoyed, you could say she is.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
You know, just look.
Oh my God. Imagine if that is the match that happens, how annoyed Joe Galli is going to be as Danny Dealz keeps on being like, no, that was the other Natalia I was talking about. I was talking about that one. I was not. If there was a Natty versus Natalia.
This is an interesting question, though. If the NWA Chicago, let's just say the heavyweight men's championship, we've got, you know, different names for different titles.
Right.
What would we call that? That's an interesting thing. You'd have to go back into the annals of history for Chicago area professional wrestlers, perhaps, and you could do something there. You could
like Vern Gagne.
Yeah, maybe the Gagne. That could be. That's something. That's interesting. That's a good thing. What would be the nickname for that belt? Because obviously it'd just be the NWA Chicago heavyweight champion.
You could call it the Vern.
I call it the Billy.
I don't mind the Vern.
Yeah, called the Vern. I just remember when I was living in
for his birthday.
When I was living in the outside Chicago suburbs in the 80s, AWA was on. You know, that was the if you didn't have cable, you would get that. So, and that was their territory. Although NWA did run there, they did a Starrcade there in '87.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also the only show. Whoa, super chat! Like
here we go, Kyle. Get ready. Call Sam. Oh, wait a minute.
Nope.
Yeah.
We rematched Bishop.
And why was Cardona?
They are, of course, making reference to this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
That's in Canada, defending the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship
against Bishop. Him and Cardona, Tom and Cardona tagged up the second night.
For fans who don't know who Bishop is, I believe that is the man formerly known as Baron Corbin, correct?
Yes. Yeah. And they had a kick-ass match for the title. And the following night, they had a tag. And I don't remember why they had the tag. I just knew the title match was good. So
and I do know that
over medal for the $10.
Yes.
Cardona, but see, Cardona has I'm not gonna say kinship, but it's like he was a former world heavyweight champion, Tom's heavyweight champion. Maybe it was like, you know, kind of like tangentially teammates in a way.
You're right. I always see Cardona hanging out with Tyrus wherever they go because of that. It's that world title everybody's friends with.
I was talking about Tom.
I know, I was being sarcastic. It was a joke.
I'm just saying
he would love to see Cardona on Gutfeld. I'm thinking he'd be great.
Yeah. He was on the event too. So I'm just saying, you know, Tom got into it. He had a tag match. You need a partner. It's probably like from one 10 pounds of gold holder to another. And what do you help me out? You know?
I mean, you're absolutely right. And from one 10 pounds of gold holder to the other, you can get right now the big rubber guys.
Harles.
Produced by Matt Cardona's company.
Look at
the Harley Race. And he's got his own 10 pounds of gold he comes with right there. Handlebar mustache, forearm tattoos. You could be a part of that.
I'm going to bring some of them to Dothan, but I got some at the warehouse. But they've been moving a little bit. Well, another super chat. Son of a biscuit.
Still no questions about Kyle Davis's romantic life, which I'm very disappointed in.
No, that's what they're asking. They need the rules of the matches that are in my romantic life. Joe, I believe you've written this down before, actually. Don't you have like...
I have what I think are the correct rules, but that rule book is not anywhere near what Joe Kazana has, and I think it's really different than what Danny Dealz has.
I think it's also different than what Billy Corgan has at times.
Exactly. Let me see. The book's here somewhere.
I know we have a living document that I have not updated.
Well, Kazana's got the damn book.
Is this it? Oh, no, it's Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Sorry, hold
on. I saw that movie.
Let's see.
How was it?
It was all right. I don't remember it well, but I don't remember hating it.
I got Tyrus's book.
All my books are in the other room.
I got a Medusa book that she personally really nasty stuff in there too.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute.
Cussed at me while she signed it.
Oh, you mean this one right here?
Yeah.
There it is, right there.
And she's gonna be a square circle too. Her and I are gonna have it out.
I didn't know why it had funny music.
Samantha just said it was very campy, but
well, here's the standard match.
I realized just about Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
The standard rules are the regular rules that would be, you know, in anything, the rope break, this, that, the other.
You can't pull the tights. You're getting illegal leverage by that. That's illegal. Yeah.
So I mean, it'd be the standard rules of anybody else, unless
Get your wallet out, Cosmic Joe.
Whoa. Cosmic Joe has had a very, very passionate feud with Carson Drake on the podcast.
and he's willing to get his shirt.
Look at
And,
that. I don't think he needs the money.
His medal.
We
No.
do over the top rule for certain matches where if you go over the top, you get eliminated. But
He's talking about the old school rule where
Yeah.
you throw him over the top and
yeah,
they go
well, you know,
DQ.
they also said pile drivers were illegal too.
No, I know. Yeah, that rule, they try to bring it back with Bill Watts, and Bischoff called it Back to the Future Wrestling, which I agree. You can't, although your Uncle Peasy, I think, utilized that to retain the NWA title in Ring of Honor, Kyle. When
Yeah,
you
we
were,
did. And you said Back to the Future, which always creates paradoxes. So that gets weird. And right now, you could be a part of
Whoa,
NWA
that's
Texas's
weird.
Paradox. Sunday, March 30th. It's going to be at Biggs's Burger Joint, and I am so upset that I am not going to be there
Come on, Kyle.
live
You got to
in
get booked
person.
for the show. You got to
Not only because I want to hang out with Carson Drake, who may be world champion by then. I want to hang out with Soda Pop. I want to hang out with the Blunt Force Trauma. I want to hang out with everybody but the Country Gentleman. But really, I want
You want to hang out with the Pillars of Destiny. Go back to the graphic one more time. Go the Pillars of Destiny up in that top right corner right there.
cut.
There's two Viking crazy dudes here. It's like Hunter and Titan, and I don't know. They come out eating turkey legs, and they just beat people up. And the graphic doesn't make them look as big as they are, but I mean,
they look crazy as hell in the picture, though.
they're 6.5 feet tall. They're 300 pounds. They're jacked. They're in shape, and you want to come and check them out.
Is that CJ on that poster? What's up?
It was
bro?
AJ
Where's
Licorice.
this?
I got licorice. I'm going to call it AJ Kazana. Not good.
You don't like licorice?
I don't
Love
like
it.
licorice.
Anise? It's delicious.
There we go. And this show is going to be delicious.
Oh, yeah, there's the lovely CJ.
Grab
Yeah.
a burger, grab some pro wrestling. You can be a part of the Paradox. Again, that's Sunday, March 30th. You get your tickets at NWA Live Events.
Live events.
Live Events.
I
Anybody else
still
got anything
miss
you wanna talk about?
Tix. NWATIX.com.
See, if you say that, they're going to go to the wrong website. It's like whenever talent does merch ads for you, they're going to mention the
Really?
wrong.
You know how many commercials that were shot in Philadelphia?
It's a
Their
big
merchandise.
shot.
And everybody said the wrong thing because I wasn't there to produce it, and you know, because I had stuff to do.
It's
So I was-
like every time they did it, just like stop. and be
Right.
like,
Yeah.
NWA shop.
and well, Gumdrop didn't know because she was filling in.
Well,
Yep.
you know what? And they
Is
made
Gumdrop
you
gonna be
look
there
like
in
a
May?
fool. The talent made you look like a fool. And you know what? Danny Dealz is nobody's fool. And that's also true because Joe Kazana Promotions presents Nobody's Fool April 4th. Get your tickets at NWALiveEvents.com or get them at the door because they're old school. They roll like that.
Yeah, it's also a Cinderella song from the '80s. Hey, is Gumdrop going to be in Philly, Joe?
I don't know who's going to be in Philly just yet. So I hope so. You know, we're going to find out. But look, it's my baby's first St. Patrick's Day. Look at them.
Whoa!
And that is why I'm drinking a green beverage for your baby.
For my baby, for my 7-month-old baby. Perfect.
She got to learn sometime, baby.
No, she learned. She already
Just
learned.
like your Bubs. Bubs is like, yeah, me too. Give me a drink.
Yeah, he's whining over here.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What does this mean? I don't understand. What I'm not even clicking on that, but did something happen? Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know. They're official territory. We put their results. We put their ticket link. They're an official territory. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you some inside information. The person who runs NWA New Mexico reached out to me to get some connections for some wrestlers that are here in Texas. So hopefully there's going to be some talent trades going on. So if you are in New Mexico, you should pay attention to NWA Texas. That's Dog Pound Championship Wrestling and TSW, because they're going to be heading your way to the land of enchantment very soon.
Also, there is a distinct possibility that you might be able to see NWA proper in New Mexico at some point in the next calendar year.
Whoa.
We'll talk about that another time.
New Mexico is wonderful in the fall. I was there for a wedding. I'd love to return in the fall sometime. Just the weather's it's a desert. There's high elevation.
It's not bad in the winter either. I've driven through there in the winter.
It's great. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't know why more people don't live there. Probably
It
because
is, but don't break down on 40 between the
No,
border and Albuquerque. 'Cause there's one gas station that looks
nothing.
straight out of a horror
There's
film. There ain't
nothing.
nothing else.
I've done that drive too many times. It's brutal.
I was going 100 and a cop passed me. Right? It's just like, there's nothing.
Speaking of nothing, where is Sal?
Where is Sal?
Sal drove across New Mexico with me one time.
Well,
Of course he has.
but he didn't drink any blood that time.
He was normal. He was
This was the pre-blood drink.
Patrick
Yeah, he
Morris,
was
I want to back to the territories again soon. We've been talking about
No,
it.
he wants us to like play it on because we do that normally, but Gary's not here, and Gary usually does that where he clips it for us. But the other thing that Gary does is he tells us when it's time for a moment of sound.
Possess the right thinking. Only then one can receive the gifts of strength, knowledge, and peace. Anger clouds the mind. Turn inward, it is an unconquerable enemy.
He was naked during that, wasn't he? He's always naked in these now.
I think Gary was in that. I think that's why Gary's not here. He was in the moment of sound with Alex Misery brushing his hair.
Boy, oh boy, oh.
I'm calling
boy.
A24 Deal Machine. We're going to get this movie made. We're getting it greenlit because it's green for St. Patrick's Day. Take it home, Kyle.
Well, you know what? Let's just sell one more thing here at the end since we're talking about Danny Dealz and merch. Deals, you got any new? Well, that's the wrong thing. It moved.
That was my fault. I clicked it.
There's some stuff coming. You'll know it when it appears. I'm working on it.
Wow. Okay. And on that note, sells better wisdom than Socrates. I have a Socrates.
Socrates.
tattoo. I know. I
know.
said Socrates as a joke. And
Bill
then
and Ted.
I actually have a Socrates tattoo on my forearm. Fun
Oh, is
fact.
that who that is?
Yeah.
I thought it was Santa. I thought you really liked Christmas.
Socrates.
Which Socrates?
Oh, man.
Socrates.
Yeah, I'm that guy. Weird, right? Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is the NWA. I want to thank you for joining me. I'm Kyle Davis. You can follow me at Kyle Davis ATL on social media. We got Danny Dealz down here. He's the merch man himself. You can go to nationalwrestlingalliance.com/shop or Dealz. Where can they follow you? What's your burner?
Anthony Lucchesio.
Very
Spell it
confusing, guys. And then, of course, Joe Galli, my partner, my compatriot, my brosif, Joe Galli News for all your news.
I think Sam's your partner. I'm just.
She
We'll
knows you're
still
my.
that super chat thing is still valid, ladies and gentlemen, for next week. If you want to
We'll
know
also pop for this.
what Kyle's into in the bedroom, ask us with a super chat. AJ Kazana wants to know, so if he wants to drop some cash in that super chat.
I also refer to you as my work husband all the time. I never say work wife because I know I'm the wife because I'm emotional.
Oh God. Can we end this so I can go home to my real life?
Oh boy. Yeah, let's bring this home right now. We talked about it. Hard times. Get your tickets at NWALiveEvents.com. Come see the three of us chuckleheads in Dothan, Alabama this weekend on Saturday. Be a part of the action live and in person. And of course, more importantly, tomorrow night on Power, because that's happening first. Tuesday, 6:05 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on X. Be a part of National Wrestling Alliance's Power Prestige. AJ Kazan asking, what did he miss? Always late to the game. We've got Hair versus Mask with Joe Ocasio as the guest referee. Am I Gags the Gimp? I am not, but wouldn't it be weird if I was? Because we have slightly different tattoos.
like him.
Yes. The tag team match is happening. Tiffany Nieves, Miss Star teaming up to take on the debuting Money Birds, and the Dane Memorial Heavyweight Tournament continues as Max the Impaler, the number 2 seed, takes on Frank. Who is Frank? What is Frank? Where is Frank? Well, Frank is going to be on NWA Power tomorrow, 6:05 p.m. Eastern.
Franklin.
I can't believe how sometimes I just bring this shit together, and other times I don't know how to put a sentence together. I have no happy medium.
Probably those special jelly beans you've been eating all day.
What can I say? Big shout out again. Happy birthday, William Patrick Corrigan, the proprietor of the National Wrestling Alliance, the man who is also
Who
the
might be
lead singer
having a
of
new
Smash Pumpkins,
baby
who
any moment. Any
could be
moment.
having a child any second. wouldn't it be funny if it turned out his wife was never pregnant? We just said that. He could be having a child any second.
What a work.
What a work. Hey. And also, we'll be in Dothan, Alabama this weekend. You can get your tickets to a special meet and greet with him as well. We got so much going on, folks. Always make sure you're going to nationalwrestlingalliance.com and follow the NWA on social media to find out things as they happen, the breaking news and all that jazz.
And you can also find out what our territories are doing because you've been asking a lot. So go to nationalwrestlingalliance.com and click on tickets, click on territories. You'll get all the information there.
I like that you are invested because this is the National Wrestling Alliance. This is wrestling the way it's meant to be. NationalWrestlingAlliance.com, Power on X. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've had a great time. Thanks for having a little bit of an escape with us. We've got things we've got to do now that are unwrestling related. I'm kidding. I'm going to be answering emails in about 2 hours from now when I should be sleeping. For Danny Dealz, for Joe Galli, for Kyle Davis, this is the NWA. Thank you for being everything. Be safe out there. The world's crazy. Don't be an asshole. I'm going to go get some gravy cakes. Love you guys. Nobody said I love you back. What dicks?